Oh man, I've been the topic of conversation. I've been on television. Jesus, I've been on streams. I've been talking to people. Been arguing with people. Just all this craziness going on, guys. Let's talk about it. Let's get it all out there. Let's just. I'm not going to say this is going to clear the air, but this is just. Hi, Billy. By the way, hope you're watching, bro. All right, let's get this show started, guys.
Lights flash, or shadows crawl. Caint rules and will never fall. Heavy crown, heavy chains. King of chaos driving insane. Rise up, feel the grind. Twist the clock, lose your mind. Caint, he's the ruler of the faint. Caint, broke through the cafe and now unconstrained. Oh, he's the beast you wanna tame, standing tall with a 6'5" frame. Caint. Master smoke, crowned in flames. He whispers riddles, plays his games. Threads of gold burn in his grip. Truth gets twisted, it starts to slip. Run now, hear the call. Caint's kingdoms will never fall. Rise up, feel the grind. Twist the clock, lose your mind. Caint, he's the ruler of the faint. Caint, broke through the cafe and now unconstrained. Oh, he's the beast you wanna tame, standing tall with a 6'5" frame. Caint. In smoke, crowned in flames. He whispers riddles, plays his games. Caint, he's the ruler of the faint. Caint, broke through the cafe and now unconstrained. Oh, he's the beast you wanna tame, standing tall with a 6'5" frame. Caint.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're all doing awesome. Hope you're all doing amazing. Yeah, I just got back from my mom's a little bit ago. Just getting some stuff taken care of. This is going to be the last Friday I see her before the trip. Oh, it's coffee time. Wherever I'm at, it's coffee time. So, I wanted to go live, what was it, yesterday or 2 days ago, whatever. It's been a wild one, yeah. So, excuse me. Just want to say real quick, thank you for the well wishes to my wife. She really did appreciate it. I showed her all the love she was getting. We're trying to get pregnant, and she has PCOS. So between medicine she's taking and vitamins she's taking, her body's just going through a whole entire damn reset right now, and her hormones are just all fucked up, to be honest with you. But last but not least, we went to her OBGYN yesterday. They did ultrasounds, did blood tests and all that. Everything looked normal. Everything looked fine. She's just going to have to ride the wave out. So it just is what it is. But granted, thank you all for the well wishes. That truly did mean the world to me. Other thing I want to say is I officially applied for partnership. So thank you all for helping me out with that one. I want to say shout out to Billy, Rastoff, Keem, everybody for the free promo of the last 2 days. I greatly appreciate you guys. Almost at 1,800 subs already. Thank you for that. And I hit my 4,000 watch hours. So that is beautiful as well. But, it is what it is. What's that? Frost Thoth? Trying means Ken getting some, bro. The amount of warmth that's in my life right now. Well, not right now because she's sick, but you know what I'm saying. But beside the point. So let's just straight get into this thing. So I've been the topic of conversation. And it all started 2 days ago on a little show now called Locale Bus. Caint brought it up because the whole Rastov getting me fired thing or whatever. I just want to say this before we get into this shit as well. I reached out to Rastov last night after balls and just kind of talked to him. I'm not going to go crazy hard at him because, you know, where he's at with his mom and all that, bro. Like I told him, I was like, look, bro, if I lose, like, if and when I lose my mom, I'm an only child. That's going to fuck me up too. So I don't want to add any more to your plate. I'm not trying to do that. So I'm a kind of just ease off a little bit. And we had a nice little talk about some shit. And he asked me some questions and I answered the questions. I think there's more clarity now. I will definitely say I think there's more clarity now. So, I mean, when it comes to me and Rastov, I think at this point we're okay. I never really hated him, but we're okay. And I'm going to leave it at that. Others, We'll get into that, though. Also, if y'all don't know, Zally offered me Reaper. I said no, I don't want to go on Reaper. I'm going to focus on this channel just because of the buildup. Why not? I mean, this motherfucker's getting hyped. I'm tired of the fucking podcast watching the LCU. I'm tired of all that shit. And I don't want to be a part of that. I truly don't want to be a part of that. Where, you know, it's all about, you know, fucking, you know, how much revenue do you have this month? We're going to get into all that more detail now. So, you know, said almost fire. I'm not going to go into how he lost his parents because that's his story to tell. He's kind of said how it's happened before, but yeah, I don't want to talk about his life like that. But regardless, though, right? Regardless, let's get into this thing. How it all started. So there's a little show. Oh, shit, I forgot about that. Little show called Locale. So it was Tech Talk, then it was Short Bus. Now it's just Bus. That's the show. So this is how this whole entire thing started. This right here. Because I was confused. I was at work. I was at work when all this was happening because I've been blatantly honest. The 8 o'clock shows, Queens, and now Tech Talk Short Bus, I don't like them. So I don't listen to them. I don't want an episode of Baited. So I don't listen to this shit while I'm at work. I listen to live, then I do Baited. So it's, you know, it is what it is. I was getting pinged like a motherfucker, bro. Like, yo, you know, Rastov shitting on you. Everybody's shitting on you, whatever. But I'm going to get into this thing. I'm going to let this play out, and let's get this thing started.
I'm just saying, we don't need like someone over here being a kingmaker and let's fire Ken and let's go to war with nerds.
Oh,
and,
dude,
like,
you're going to
all
make me
this
say
other
what I
shit.
said on Aussie again, and there's a lot more people watching today. I don't want to say it, though. I don't want to say it because Ken's been Do you know how much Ken fucking talks about me on his stupid little fucking show? A lot.
Stupid little fucking show. That's his opinion.
All right.
He had Twiggy on. I didn't watch it, but I seen the.
Bro, Sweet Tea be up in my comments giving me kudos and doing all this shit, bro. And then she dogs me out on her show. Come the fuck on, Sweet Tea. Come the fuck on, Sweet Tea. By the way, Billy, if you're watching, hi, bro. You should say hi in the chat. You should say hi in the chat if you're watching.
Title
Bro,
at Twiggy.
I looked up my name and variations of my name the other day. Fucking 45 times this motherfucker talked about me in a 3-hour episode, dude. Fucking Buff didn't talk about me while he was warring with me that much.
Yeah, I really didn't want
Holy
to.
fuck.
Fucking hell.
I didn't want to at all. Oh, God.
Bro, all right. I'm going to get into that when we talk about it. But what I basically told him was, you know, around the beginning, around the whole entire thing of, you know, Rastov got me fired, a lot of questions were being asked about how I felt about certain things. So if I said his name answering questions, that's fine. Should I had a better answer for that? Probably. But I wasn't trying to throw it on the chat. I was just saying people are asking me questions and I'm answering the questions. Is that such a bad thing? I don't think so. Because, you know, the audience wants to know my thoughts and opinions on a certain topic. It is what it is.
Oh, my God.
All right.
I'll tell you what. If you come to me, Rastov, and you say fire Scooter, and I take your advice and fire him, he would not.
So that's basically how it all started. So then they continue. Did I hop? Yeah, so I hopped up there. Because, you know, people were pinging me saying Rastov's talking stuff. So again, I'm not going in on Rastov. I'm just explaining what happened. All right. So Rastov, if you watch this, bro, like I said, I'm not going in on you, bro. I'm just explaining.
I'd like it now. I haven't rewatched it, but I hated it when it came out.
That's my bro. South
No one cares.
You're
No
thinking
one
like-
cares. No one cares.
fat pussy.
God, no one cares. A fucking 8-year-old podcast is more entertaining than you. All right. Here we go.
Realized I was happy
Ken,
about this.
How you going?
I was listening to Baited, and people kept telling me that you were talking shit about me, so I hopped in because I don't really listen.
Yes,
You've been
he
saying-
is.
Yes,
All right, so just to preface this, right? When this all happened, I hit up Keem. I was like, so how am I playing this? And he was like, if you want to hop up there, hop up there. I was like, all right, cool. Because here's the thing. Since I'm not a host anymore, I can't just hop on a show, right? Because since I'm a moderator, I have that ability, but I'm not going to abuse the role because I'm not a host, right? It just is what it is. I'm not going to do that. So since he told me I could, that's when I hopped up in there. And keep in mind, I was at work. I literally, I had a lot of shit on my brain. I was at work just trying to, make that shit happen, trying to get through the night. And, I hopped up here. It is what it is.
Smack.
Yes, I did.
Major,
Yes, I
major
did.
smack.
I released some of my anger. What's up?
He wants me to draw you with your dick in his mouth.
No, my dick in
Wow.
his mouth.
That's
Not,
like-
I didn't. Oh, that was a joke. Sweet tea.
I'm sorry, I got confused.
Damn, I can't control that.
Sorry, what? I didn't hear you,
But
dude.
no, what's the problem? I basically said it. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. If that's how you fantasize about me, that ain't on me.
The problem
but
is
what's
that
the
you
issue, bro?
fucking won't shut the fuck up and get my name out of your mouth, bro. Like, I see how much you talk about me on your new show. It's all the
It tastes
time.
so good. I mean, you ordered it a little differently, but I'm gonna let that slide. It tastes so good.
I just don't know
No,
what
it
your
tastes so
issue
good.
is, dude.
Yeah, what started all
people-
this?
A lot of times people ask me questions, so I got to answer it. And I even said, bro, that is the honest answer, right? I wasn't trying to pawn it off on the chat. I wasn't trying to say anything. That was the honest answer. And if you think about it, coming in out of this, since I had just gotten fired, right, and Rastov got me fired, that was a big topic of the conversation, was his name. So obviously I'm going to say his name. That's all this was, right? It wasn't whatever. They wanted to flip it and do all this other shit. Fine, whatever. I'm going to continue. I'd said multiple times, because I remember Billy made the comment saying I have no honor blaming other people, and that's fine. He can say that. But what I said was before my last goodbye stream, I straight up thought you got me fired, 100%. I admit that. But then you, Billy, and Zally came up and we had a conversation. And then this is what I said. And I've said that multiple times. After the stream was over, they came in, we talked. We had a nice little conversation. I'm not going to say what the context of the conversation was because I'm not that type of person. But let's just say after we talked about it, I understood a little bit more. That's all I'm saying. I said, I own the fact I didn't make money because I suck at this. I was never here for the money. I don't give a damn about the paycheck like others. That's fine. I'm like, but, do I think that, let's just say, for example, if King brought it up to Rastov, did he defend me? No, I don't think he did. I think he said, yeah, maybe it is time to let Ken go. And that's cool, right? And it just felt very abrupt when it all happened. Like I couldn't even finish the month out. You know what I mean? And normally, and that's the truth, bro, because unless you just royally fuck up and you got to go immediately, usually they let you finish the month out. So when I couldn't do that, I was like, oh, okay, fine. Sometimes when you're there that long and there's like you didn't royally fuck up, you know what I mean? They usually let you finish the month out. And that kind of threw me for a loop a little bit. And then
Yeah, look
I
at
sit
Lacey.
there. Well, not even that though, right? And it's kind of like this too. It's like, I get fired, and then you got Billy in the drinking and driving, you got Gidgy in the N-word, you got CD-ROM, fucking. And I think people were just missing the whole entire point of me bringing all of that up. It was never about, they get to stay and I don't. It's the fact of I was drawing the circle of all the lines connecting, and I said it was all about money. That's all I was doing. I wasn't passing blame. I wasn't doing anything. I was just drawing a circle. And there's a whole big thing where, entertainment versus money, which we're going to get into that too. So I'll say my comments for that because I have a lot I want to say. But again, bro, like I'm just laying it all out. This is how it all happened. Defending PDF files and shit. And then you got kid behind the camera and Twiggy or whatever. I was like, what did I do so bad? Right. And then I was like, it had to be the money. That's the only thing I could wrap my mind around, because the other thing that got me too is, real quick, Zombie, can we talk about how you are so gay, Ken? I am a happy person. I'll tell you that right now. I'm very happy right now in my life. If you want to talk about how gay I am, Chubby Scorpion, he could talk to you about that too. So Chubby, if you're in the chat, talk to Zombie. Huh?
Chubby's doesn't make any money.
Well, they're brand new though. I was on there for 6 months. But the other thing too, though, is like,
for a long time, or not a long time, I should take that back. For like a month or two, Keem was like, don't focus on the money, just focus on content. So we stopped focusing on money. We quit doing goals and all that shit. We just focused on content. And Keem even said, you've gotten a lot better as a host. And then I was gone. And every single time anyone brings up a show, it's always straight to the leaderboard. Let's check right on the leaderboard. And then Boogie's bitch ass, I got Playboard up, sir. And they're just fucking checking Playboard, see where money is.
Yeah, so that's the whole entire point I was trying to bring up. And I don't know how many fucking times I had to try to explain that. Right, especially to Billy, because he was the main one arguing with me about this. I don't know how many fucking times I had to explain. It's not about me. It's not about like me. Oh, well, it is kind of about me. It's not about just me getting fired and that's it. It's about drawing the parallel. Since I didn't make money, that's why I was fired. But no one would say that. I was trying to say the quiet part out loud. I've always been that type of person. I will say the quiet part out loud because, you know, motherfuckers just... They try to like ignore what it actually really is and try to like reword things. Because, you know, talking about money is major taboo, right? Always doing all that shit. Or people that always talk about money, you know, they put up goals, but it's not about money. They do like, you know, super chat goals, membership goals. Talk about if we reach this, we'll do this milestone. But it's not about money, right? But okay, pop off, bro. That's not what it is.
And if money's not my main motive factor, then why the fuck am I there?
Zombie, Ken, you were just fired because you were boring as fuck, simple as that, and a bigger name came in, and that's fine. But the problem is, Zombie, if I made the threshold every single month, that would not have been a topic of conversation, right? That's it, bro. That's it.
Because, you know, y'all do the dumbest shit for money, and that's fine. Y'all can do that. But I'm not here for money. And when I said the shit to you about your fiance or whatever, I was genuinely like, because you're in a lot of the shows, bro. And I just made a comment like, hey, damn, bro, like, I know I couldn't do that because my wife would.
So here's the other thing. I think he took that to heart. And Rastoff, if you're listening, like, I know you took that to heart. And if you did, I apologize, bro, genuinely. The thing is this, bro. Like, if I were to say that to, like, Keem or, like, a CEO or, like, you know, like, when I was overseas, right, there was contractors that did contract work, and they were never home because they were working constantly. And I said, damn, I wish I could do what you did, but my wife would leave me. That's not a dig, bro. Like, generally, you hop on all the shows. You're always in the Discord, bro. And, yeah, you're one of the top people. You make a lot of money, yes. But I'm just saying, like, if you doing all that, bro, like, I don't have time to do what you do. Or else if I tried to make time to do what I do, my wife would leave me, right? That's all I was saying. I wasn't trying to make a dig at you. I mean, I could say that about, like, being in the NBA or being in the NFL, right? Traveling on the road all the time, being a professional athlete. My wife wants me home. My wife wants me to spend time with her, right? It's not like she's, like, you know, on me all the time or like wants to be on my arm. But the thing is, like, it's not like if we're both in the same house, she's in one room 80% of the time and I'm in one room 80% of the time, right? That's all it was, bro. Like, I was not trying to take a dig at you. I was just saying you do a lot. I couldn't do what you do because I don't have that time. Because if I tried to make that time, my wife would leave me. I've said it to numerous people. So I'm sorry.
Fucking leave me. And that's just a comment I made. If you take that personally, yeah.
Dude, nobody that read that fucking thought it the way that you were saying it right now. Everyone was like, bro, fucking Ken's fucked up for saying that. You're trying.
And I think a lot of reason why is because of the whole, like, me and Rastoff hate each other. That's probably why they said that. Like, let's just say if I said that to the lasting opinion, right? So I said it to Complexity. I was like, Plex, bro, you do so fucking much. I don't know if I could do what you do. Or I don't know, like, if I tried to do that, my wife would leave me. If you spend so much time doing your job and I try to do that, my wife would leave me. Probably be looked at a little bit differently, but since me and Rastoff always had this beef, that's probably why they said that, right? It is what it is.
You were implying that my woman should leave me because I spend so much time in the universe. Don't act like that's not what it was. Just be honest.
It wasn't. I swear to God. Look, here's the thing, bro. If I make a statement to you and you feel some type of way, that's a you problem. I know how I meant it, right?
And I've always been like that, bro. I'm that type of person. If I say something to you, right? If this isn't a dig at Rastoff, this is just in general, right? This is just a general statement. If I say something to someone, if they feel some type of way about it, what I'm saying, because it hits something in them or whatever, that's not a me thing. They need to look inside themselves and see why my statement affected them. Obviously, if it's like hate speech or like, you know, some other shit, fine, I get that. But I don't just go and do hate speech to people, right? That's not me. I'm not that type of person. But like, you know, if I just, you know, like say if I get a brand new car, right, and I'm just being funny or I'm being an asshole, like let's just say like I really want a Type R, right? I really want a Type R Honda Civic. if I get a Type R Honda Civic and someone has like a regular ass Honda Civic LX or something, and I'm like, or they admire my car, and I look at them and be like, yeah, bro, it's time for you to upgrade, right? If I say it's time for you to upgrade and get you a better car, are you going to take that to heart that I'm being an asshole because I have a Type R and you don't? I mean, that's how my mind works. That's how I meant it. Again, Rastoff, if you took that wrong, my bad, bro. That was not the intent.
It's 9 cents of reality, as they say. So however you proceeded, and I apologize you took it that way. We were just talking and shit. And
so why you shit talk me so much on your show then, dude? Like, I literally look up my name, and it's like fucking 45 times one episode, like 30 something the other. Like, what is the deal?
A lot of times people ask questions, and I answer them. So I have to say your name when I answer the question. I mean, I can Voldemort you if you want to. I can do that. I mean, it's up to you. If you want to say, I won't say your fucking name anymore.
But again, I just don't understand why.
Here's the thing, bro. Like, I'm not monetized right now, right? And I mean, I'm not saying this to mean anything, but normally in a chat, when people super chat a question, right, you answer the question. So since I'm not monetized, I just have to read the chat. And a lot of the conversation was around the LC, was around what was going on, was around my thoughts to me getting fired. So his name is going to be brought up. So I just said his name to answer the question. I have to read the chat because I don't have anything to separate that from just normal chats, right? That's how I saw it. So, you know, again, bro, I'm not coming at you. I'm trying to further explain myself because I'm not, I guess, involved in it. I'm not doing anything else, right? I wasn't at work trying to just trying to stop work to talk to you, right? I wasn't involved in it. I'm just sitting here right now talking to the camera. I got time. So I'm just trying to help explain where I was coming from in case I missaid something that you took wrong. That's all this is.
Look at it was that you were salty about it, like, about getting fired, and still blame me. And like, I still get fucking people that were fans of you that attack me because of it, even though Keem has fucking said it was a troll.
I mean, but I've said it. Look, here's the thing, bro. I can't control people's emotions, how they feel about things, right? I said that it wasn't all on you, and I own the fact I didn't make any money. I own that. But the fact of the matter is, that people feel some type of way, they feel some type of way. I'm not responsible for how people feel about a situation. There's a look.
Because I'm not. Like, if I say something and someone in the audience takes it wrong, I mean, like, I can apologize. But if I make a statement and people in the audience feel a certain type of way about that statement, I'm not responsible for that. If I give an opinion and someone disagrees with me, like, they disagree with me, or if they agree with me, they agree with me. If I say a sentence and someone feels some type of way about that sentence, like, that's not my responsibility if it's truly how I feel about something. Again, that's just how I feel about it.
There's people to this day that tell me they cannot watch Cafe because they missed me on it. And I'm like, y'all should still give it a chance. Tommy's excellent. Batgirl's good. Please give them a chance. Cafe is different, but it's still a great show. I still get that to this day, bro. I'm never going to shit talk, Cafe. That was it for me. And they're soaring now. And I'm happy to see the channel. I would have took it more to heart as if they rebranded the channel than keeping Cafe. I would have took that more to heart. But
yes, that is true. If they took Cafe away and rebranded it to something else, I would have felt some type of way about that than being removed and putting Tommy C in there. I've also said that if it had to go at anybody, if it was going to Tommy C, that made me feel a little better instead of like some random asshole in the Discord. You know what I mean? That's another way how I feel about it. But regardless of how it all happened, I feel some type of way about how it happened, right? That's not going to change anything, but that's a me problem. But if I'm asked about my opinion on it, I'm going to give my opinion.
It is what it is. I mean, but like I said, bro, people ask me questions, I'm going to answer them. And if your name's in the question, I'm going to say your name. Like, I'm sorry.
So your whole show is like people asking you questions about me. Is that what it is? Is your fans just nonstop talk about me then, and you can't do anything about it?
I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit where Billy comes in, because I mean, I'm not gonna say me and Rastoff loop, but we kind of talk about the same thing over and over again. And again, I'm not here to dog Rast. Billy the Fridge, what's up, bro? Welcome to the stream, Billy. Welcome to the stream, Billy. I'm just gonna skip ahead because like, I'm not here to dog out Rastoff. I'm not here for that. I'm not here to critique or go in. There was some stuff I just wanted to explain because again, like I told Rastoff, I'm gonna respect his time right now and what he's going through. I'm not trying to add to it. I'm just trying to explain certain parts that I said because again, I was preoccupied at work. I stopped trying to do all this shit. I had shit on my brain, whatever, right? So, all right, here we go. Here's where Billy comes in.
With you and King Charles conversations, this is leading me to believe that y'all may have some conversations. Do I 100% know that? No, I'm just going off what I see.
So you're saying that when I say to you that it doesn't happen, I'm lying is what I'm getting from you, right? You think I'm lying?
No, I'm not saying you're lying.
Well, you are, because I said they don't happen, and you said, well I don't 100% know that. And I'm like, well, I'm 100% telling you they don't happen.
one thing I'll say about that is I can believe something, but it's hard to believe it. I'm sure everybody in the chat can attest. There's some point in their life where something happened that it was hard for them to believe, but they still believed it. I mean, that's just common. That's commonplace. Just because you believe something doesn't mean you have to 100% believe it. There's still just a thing where it's like, holy shit, I understand it's here. I get it, but it's just hard to believe. That's where I'm not calling you a liar, bro. It's just hard to believe. But here we go. The young Bill Fridge. Here we go.
It's hard to believe.
So you're saying I'm a liar, is what you're saying?
I'm saying it's hard to believe.
And
I'm not
that I'm lying
You
about
keep
it.
bringing up Playboard like you didn't use Playboard all the time when you were at the top,
Yes,
when you were getting your gifteds,
Bro,
and you were
bro.
begging for gifteds all the time.
Hey,
you had
hey,
no
hey.
problem running to Playboard when you were at the top with your gifteds that month. Remember?
Why are we gang
You
banging?
love
All right. So when it comes to the Playboard whole thing, since Mr. Fridge is here, there was 1 month we were up on gifted memberships. 1 month. And I was like, holy shit, we're actually somewhere in the leaderboard. I was like, hey, if y'all can help us maintain that, that'd be awesome. I'd really appreciate it. Right? 1 month we did that. And we were number 2, I think, at the end. And I was like, holy shit. But the thing is, because of the money and the standards that Keemstar has put on all of the shows, I literally had to do some type of grifting. I literally had to. I hated every fucking second of it. Because yes, I was never here for the money. The reason why I wanted to be a host in the LCU, because I was there from day one. I love what Keem built, and the fact that I could be a host on his network, that I was there from the beginning and witnessed him build and expand and evolve. The fact that I could be a host on there was fucking awesome to me. Bro, I didn't give a damn about the money. And I still hold that to this day. Now, should I have made it more to where I did enjoy the money or I did need the money? Maybe. But I would also feel like I was being disingenuous, right? Because I'm way too prideful of a person. And yes, Billy, I did do some of the dumb shit. I ate garbage. I drank A1 sauce. I did do all of that. You know why, bro? Because behind the scenes, it was like, if y'all don't make more money, you're going to get canceled. And I cared enough about the fucking show to where I did bend the knee a little bit and do some of the dumb shit in order to try to stay on the show or try to stay in the network. Yes, I did do that. But when Keem said, stop focusing on the money and focus on content, a lot of that stopped. It just did, bro. So, I mean, you can say I did some of the dumb shit. And I freely admit I did do some of the dumb shit. But, it is what it is. Ken, do you think Billy gives good hugs? I mean, I don't know what you're talking about that. Maybe it's because you think I'm gay, but whatever. Alex, no Reaper. Yeah, no, I'm not going on Reaper. I'm gonna stay here and focus on Ken Caint. That's what I'm gonna focus on. But yeah, so let's continue.
playing the game when you win, but then you
Yeah,
cry
that's a
when you
gangbang.
lose. You say, Ken, why did Keem fire me? He didn't fire Billy. He didn't fire Gidgy. He didn't fire all these other people. Maybe it's because it's you, Ken. People like you, Ken, but they don't like watching you the way they like watching Psycho Gidgy or Crazy Billy or flipping Wild Sweet Tea. Like, take a look at yourself and accept some accountability.
And
Fuck.
I did. I straight up said I didn't make money. I've said that multiple times.
I just want to show this real quick. Here we go, Billy. Here we go. Very first stream, bro. Very first stream back. I think it's a point of like, if we talk about all the other shows and critique all the other shows, you have to talk about Cafe. And what is the one constant on Cafe? Me. And Cafe just did not make money. It just didn't. It's a fact. And Keem had his bottom line on what he wanted all the shows to make as far as safe, which was $15,000 a month. If you were at $10,000 a month, then he would keep you, but look at ways to fix you, right? I think we hit 10K twice in 6 months. I think something like that. I don't. You can go back, but why are you doing this about Rastoff living my life? Again, I think he was trying to be fair to talk about all the other shows, but I do think he was the one that said, maybe Ken need to go. It may have been brought up by him. And I'm sure that he didn't defend me. He didn't defend me at all. And I said that. And after we had that conversation, Billy, you were in the fucking call. I said that. And I owned up to the fact I didn't make money. But he did bring it up on the stream first. He wasn't one that brought us up, and he started that whole conversation. So as far as blame I give him, 70%. No, well, no, I that's not fair. I'll give him 50, and I'll take the other 50. The reason why I'm going to tell you, Joe, what up, bro? The reason I'm going to take the other 50 is because it was my show. It was up to me to perform. It was up to me to make sure that Cafe was doing what it needed to do in order to stay successful. So I'm going to take that. I'll take that blame. But is that accountability, Billy? Is that accepting some form of accountability, Billy? That was my first stream back, bro. My first stream back. Does that look like accountability, Billy? As far as pushing it and not defending me and putting the idea that I needed to go, I'll put that on Rastov. So I'll say it's 50-50, me and him. Because I have to take some accountability, right? I have to take some accountability. Accountability of I didn't perform well. And I didn't perform well, and I had to figure it out, and I had 6 months to perform well. I didn't perform well, I had to figure it out, and I had 6 months to perform well, Billy. Is that accountability? Is that accountability enough for you, bro? There's no such thing as halfway accountability. Beautiful, bro. Beautiful. All right. Well, fine. 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 I didn't put it all on nobody, and I own my part of it, right? And that was my very first stream back, and I straight up said that whatever, 50% accountable. Beautiful. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you for acknowledging I was at least halfway accountable. All right, let's continue.
Because I'm not
Ain't about money. You weren't entertaining enough to hold the audience.
Yes, it is. It's not. Fuck you. It is about money. 100%.
You think you're super? It's about money. It's about money.
So you're saying you're halfway responsible for your life and rest off my life? No, bro. I'm responsible for my life. 100% responsible for I'm not doing this back and forth over a fucking chat, bro. Like, I know you're not going to come on the show because you're Mr. Fuck. I'm in the LCU. You're not. Fuck you. You come to me. That's fine, Billy. You do that, bro. I'm going to continue the show. You can comment if you want to, but, you know, some of us like to keep it 100%. I do keep it 100% because that's my thoughts and feelings. Now, you know, here's something else I wanted to actually bring up. Let me see if I can find it. I don't want to show the Discord on here because, you know, I'm not in the LCU anymore and I'm not trying to do that. But here's the message I sent, right? Here's the message I sent. We all know what it was. By the way, just to bend the knee and concede, I'm not entertaining. I suck. I should have never been a host here. My bad. I wasted y'all's time. And a morning slot for a morning slot for 6 months. I'm trash and I apologize for wasting y'all's time. Then at the very bottom, I said, screenshot that for your show's host. By that little sentence at the bottom, I thought people would have took that as sarcasm. Then what did I say, right? Nah, I need to bend the knee, so I'm bending the knee. I said that, right? And then I said, I'll wear my L with pride. And then what did I say? This is all before you can look at the times. And then I said, one person's opinion here matters, so I have to bend the knee to them. So there you go. Whoever that person is, you know who you are. I said that in the Discord before I hopped up on Cafe. I was being fucking sarcastic, mister. It's easy for you to come up here now and say that. Bro, if y'all would have read everything I was saying, I think I would have put out there that I was being sarcastic. But if y'all didn't understand that was me being sarcastic, I'm taking full accountability that I need to learn how to be sarcastic better. Fine, bro. Fine.
Brother, why every single time?
Call Billy in a private Discord call. No, I'm not doing that. He's already said he's not coming on this show. So that's fine.
When they bring up shows and all this shit, fucking Boogie brings up his playboard and they go to leaderboards every single time.
Boogie's obsessed with money.
You did the same thing when you were getting the W on the leaderboard, dude. You act like that never happened.
One second.
Billion to defend Rast.
And when I did that, like I said before, Billy, I always said I show the leaderboard for the audience. They can see where they have us at. And I appreciate y'all putting us up there. And that was it, bro. That was it. It's the only time I ever showed it.
Off because he won't let him fight his own battles.
I mean, I was fighting my battle just fine. There's no problem with that, but he talks shit about Billy too. It's fine.
But okay,
Yeah.
like, but Bill, like, can I just be devil? Because like, it's kind of unfair for him to come up here and get team.
Can I
Like,
say something? Can I say one thing?
Go ahead.
My name's been in his mouth too. That's why I'm here. I sit back watching for the last 20 minutes.
Buff episode, so let Buff talk.
No, it's okay.
All right, go ahead, Bob.
No. I just like it's like rewind's next. Like the problem is like there's a narrative that, and I get tired of fucking seeing this. Bill is like every time Rastov's in trouble, you come to save the day, and I know it's because you have your opinion, you want to get it out now while it's fresh in your mind. But there's just this opinion that you appear every time Rastov's in trouble, and this whole situation is just.
Oh, so Billy's want to come up here now. All right, let me do that then. Let me do that then. You'll call in now, beautiful Billy. Thank you for calling in, bro. Let me open up Discord because, like Billy said, I stream from a server, and we don't go to other servers here in the LCU. We don't do that. Cool, bro. I don't stream from a Discord server. All right. Where you at? Let me 1 second. 1 second. All right. I need to hold on. Let me turn on my fucking camera and do all that. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. I'm getting it figured out. There. All right. Give me 1 second. Let me get all this shit set up. All right. You hear me?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What's up, Bill?
What's up, Ken? How you doing?
Oh shit! You came on my show, bro. You're not in the LC, or is this uncharted territory, Billy?
Well, I don't know. Keemstar seems to love the shit out of you. I think he'll forgive me for this one.
Well, I'll be honest with you, bro. Like as I said earlier, Keemstar told me if the show mentions my name, I have permission to hop on. So I said okay.
Yeah.
And that's literally the only reason why I did it. Because I'm not going to abuse being a mod, right? Because as a mod, you can do that. And I didn't want to do that since I'm not a host anymore. So that's the only reason why I was able to do all that. I'm just putting that out there.
You know, when you talk down on the leaderboard and everybody who does the leaderboard, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not a leaderboard guy.
Mm-hmm.
I never liked the leaderboard. I've always been against it.
Mm-hmm.
But then also, you've used it before when you were up. It makes it seem like you were only against the leaderboard because you were down on it, right?
Well, the reason why I use this is because I was actually shocked that we were number 2 in gifted memberships. I was like, because I never thought that would have happened. And
I know. And my point is that when you were up, you were happy to show it off, right? But then when you were down, you were like, "Oh, leaderboard! It's all about the leaderboard."
Well, here's the thing, though, right? I'm not gonna say every time. I'd say 90% when I show the leaderboard. You can ask anybody that watched Cafe. I was like, I'm showing y'all so you can see where we're at, and I appreciate you guys for putting us in the standings of where we're at. And I ended it. I didn't go into any details or none of that. The whole point of the leaderboard was whenever a show was critiqued, it was immediately, let me check the leaderboard, and then Boogie with the playboard, literally every single time. So when you say it's not about money, it's very hard to say that when the first thing everyone looks at is revenue. That's hard. You can't say that consciously, though.
Can I tell you why I say it's not about money?
Why?
Because if you have the talent and you're hosting a good show, the LCU audience is really good to you. The money is secondary to having your show entertaining, right?
Yeah.
So you got to focus on the entertainment part.
Okay.
If you focus on the money, it turns away the people. Because why does someone want to give money to somebody who's talking about money all the time? You have to be really, really entertaining to talk about money on your show, and people still want to pay into it, right?
Well, if you think about this, though, right, like the reason why I think that is because, like I said, that was whenever any show was critiqued, that was the first thing. So what does that tell the audience when, like, the main show, you see Boogie, let me pull up Playboard, and then Keemstar on every single show, whenever a show's brought up, let me check the leaderboard right now. What does that tell the audience?
Keemstar critiqued the shit out of Rewind when we were number 2 on the fucking in the show list.
Yeah, I think y'all are
he
different.
Critiqued, and he sent you after us during that too. Remember?
He did.
He
And
he critiqued the shit out of us, sent you out of us, and we were number 2. So that didn't matter about the money either, right?
But he also says that show is made just for him. He's made that clear also. And he's also said that this is the show I sit down with my popcorn every single day and watch. So if he doesn't watch a show, he's going to go off the revenue that it's making.
Well, yeah. Well, so Rewind, again, wasn't about the money, and we got targeted. So it's not just about the money, right? Like, you were at the bottom, not making much money, but Keemstar loved to get up and watch you and drink his coffee. He loved the shit out of your show.
Yeah, that's fine. But the thing is, in the background in the conversations, the 15th of every single month, he was like, y'all need to figure something out.
He was trying to motivate you. He was trying to figure something out. And unfortunately, his motivation is money motivation, because he doesn't know how to make you more entertaining. His idea of making you entertaining was sending you after Rewind, sending you after balls. These are all things he did consistently while you were on Cafe to try and boost up Cafe, right?
I mean, you could say that, but the thing is, when
he did, right? Can you say that? Can you say that Keemstar sent you after Rewind and balls?
Yes, he did.
Thank you.
That's fine. But the thing is, like, whenever he was saying, "Don't focus on the money, focus on the entertainment," right? When he said that to us, we didn't do goals anymore, because every show's a goal-oriented show now. We didn't do goals anymore. We didn't push revenue anymore. I didn't talk about that. I started showing the leadership board less. I didn't want to do that. Keemstar then said, "You're 10 times better than you were before," and then the next week I'm fired. So it's a double-edged sword, no matter how you look at it.
But the one way you look at it is you were fired because Tommy C needed your time slot, right?
Well, what? But see, here's the other thing, though. Keemstar asked me, what's your open availability for hours that you can do a show? I said, I can do a show starting at 8 a.m. and I can do a show all the way stopping at 4 p.m. Right?
And he was trying to figure out where to put you on in that time.
But here's the thing, though.
Couldn't figure it out.
See, here's the thing, though, right? You had a little channel sitting there named Dolls that literally nothing was happening, right? So, I mean, just saying the offer wasn't there. Hey, I'm going to put you on Dolls, rebrand whatever you want. Tommy C's going to take over Cafe. All right, cool, bro. It was just, no, you're gone.
The Reaper idea, it was very close to you being on Reaper instead of Dad. I know from talking to Xylee how things were going. She was talking about you being on Reaper since day one when it came back. And it just didn't work out, right? Keems, it's not just you, right? It's 26 other people as well. And the Dolls channel, he was focusing on saving that for another show with other hosts. And then now it's become nuts. But at the time, it was other hosts too. This is all stuff that, like, you pick up when you're in the background listening and being a part of things. It wasn't directly told me who was going to be on that show, but it was we brought it up too when we were asking. And he was like, well, I got plans for this with another channel. So it's like you can look and see where you could fit, right? But you're going up against 26 other people, potentially 100 other people, because Keem's trying to bring in more Tommy C's, right? Like, everybody here is subject to being replaced by a Tommy C still. Tommy C is subject to being replaced by a Tommy C if things don't work out on Cafe.
I don't think I wouldn't say that, but okay, I'll believe.
Well, I mean, Tommy C's doing well right now, so you don't have to say that. He's probably not going to be replaced.
Yeah,
things are probably going to go really well. But if everybody else gets replaced by a better YouTuber and Tommy C becomes the bottom of the barrel, Keem's going to keep this thing rolling with better hosts the entire time. None of us are safe. All of us are going to maybe possibly be in your position.
Well, let me ask you this, though. I mean, I don't think that it's up. Well, I mean, let me back up, do a little backstory. When I told Rastoff that whatever happened was hard to believe, what's hard for me to believe is that randomly all of a sudden Tommy C just came in and said, hey, I want a show. And then he was like, all right, come and put you on Cafe. Fuck Ken. I think it goes deeper than that, and I'll never know the answer to that question. I don't know if someone brought Tommy C in, talked to Tommy C, told Tommy C to talk to Keem, and then, Keem said, all right, Ken, you're gone. I don't know that, but I just don't think
You want me to tell you what happened?
Sure.
Xylee was streaming on her own stream, okay? She was doing a thing on her own channel. Tommy C came in to say what's up to her on her own channel. Xylee says, hey, you should come back and do a spot on Rewind or something in the LCU. We're still doing stuff in the LCU. It's a 24-hour network now. 2 days later, I believe it was 2 days later, it was very shortly after that, he showed up on Rewind. He did a guest on Rewind. And he was like, this is a 24-hour network. This is kind of cool. And then a couple days later, he came back on Rewind and he said, I think it was my birthday that he showed up. It was August 13th. August 15th, during the drinking stream, he showed up and he said, yeah, I've actually been in talks and I have an offer. This was 2 days later. And then from there, we did the driving stream. And on the driving stream, Keemstar came up having already talked to Tommy and tried to fish Rastov on what he thought about you, because he knows there's no love lost between the two of you. And immediately after, Rastov said, well, you got to look at Cafe. Look at their numbers, because everybody says that when other shows get brought up, right? Tess said it when they got brought up. I believe Aussie. Everybody brought up Cafe being at the bottom.
I never. But here's the thing, though, right? Whenever anyone shit on Cafe, I never threw anybody else under the bus. I never brought up another show. And there were times where we were probably, 6th or 7th, right? I'm just throwing it out there. Mm-hmm. That we were like 6th or 7th, but I never said, well, what about them doing worse than us? I always stood on my own 2 feet. I never threw anybody else under the bus, right?
Then why are you not standing on your own 2 feet now? Why do you blame Rastov when everything points to it being Tommy C? Even Tommy C himself said it.
I mean, that's fine, but at the end of the day, though, bro, here's the thing. I'll never know the truth, and I'm just going off trust me, bros, right? That's all this is to me right now.
Okay,
and
Here's the truth. Tommy C came in right in the middle of your time slot, took your show, and Chubby, right before, had to go 1 hour, right? Because that's Tommy C couldn't do your exact time slot. He had to do the actual middle of where Cafe was. It threw off the entire 24-hour schedule. Chubby had to go to 1 hour. Test had to go to 3 hours after to set the schedule back in place. That's how much Tommy fucked up the LCU, including removing you from Cafe. It was a Tommy decision. It fucked up Chubby, it fucked with Test schedule, and it fucked with you on Cafe. It was all there. It was all spelled out. That's not a he say, she say thing. That's the schedule itself. You can look at it.
I mean, I understand this schedule itself, and I know that when Tommy came in, all this shit had to happen for him. I totally get that. But I'm just saying, I just think it goes deeper than, Tommy showed up. Hey, I want a show. Cool. Fuck you, Ken. I just think it goes deeper than that.
And what if it doesn't?
I'll never know.
Well, see, now you're creating a conspiracy theory to slight Rastov. When here's the deal.
I didn't say Rastov. I said somebody.
Well, no, you said 50. In that clip you just showed me, you said 50% Rastov, 50% you, right?
That was the first stream. It's been 2 weeks ago. I was showing you on my very first stream. I said I have to take some accountability here, because then
50%.
All right, bro. I'm just telling you, though.
It's your words.
It is my words, but you've said I don't take any accountability. And I've said I didn't make money. I've said that numerous times, and we can equate money and entertainment. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole because we'll just go in circles. But
and standing on your own 2 feet, there's no such thing as halfway accountable, right?
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, though, anyone can be talented enough to do something, but if something happens in the background that's beyond their control, is it 100% their fault?
Is it your fault that you got removed from the LCU?
Yes. There. You happy?
Here's the thing. No, I was asking you. Because you're asking, is it all their fault? Is it your fault? Whenever something happens to me, I try and take ownership over it because I don't want to play the victim, because being a victim actually gives up more ownership over what I can do as a man, right? So I try and take, if I get fired, I try and put it on me and see what I can do better next time, right? That's how I do it. But I understand the whole thing with you and Rastov. Just say it, right? Just own it. Just be like, fuck this guy. He was always harping my shit. He was always jumping my shit. Fuck him.
Well, see, here's the thing. I talked to him last night. I don't know if he told you or not, but I'm calm down because of what he's going through right now. I have a heart. All right. I'm not trying to shit on the dude and cause all this shit while he's going through what he's going through. Right. I'm gonna give him some time. And I mean, regardless though, right? I know Rastov's always come at Cafe. Me and him have talked about shit. It just kind of, and I told him yesterday, I was like, I can take full accountability when I understand it's 100% my fault, but something just tells me there was just some extra shit going on. It's rare that happens. Very rare that happens to me, because normally if I fuck up, I fuck up. I could admit I fucked up. I'm not beneath that. But the thing is, when something feels some type of way and I'm talking about it and I'm like, yeah, cool, maybe this wasn't on me. Maybe there was something else that was happening in the background that I just cannot wrap my head around. That's where it comes to, it's hard to believe. Because when something is hard for me to believe, I can accept it, but something just seems a little fishy.
So in this something that is a little fishy, what do you think is the fishy part? What do you think is the part that was like the conspiracy against you?
I'm going to be flat out honest. I think the three-headed snake narrative brought Tommy C in here to get rid of me, because I was the lowest person on the totem pole to get him a show.
You think that the three-headed snake, Xylee, Billy, and Rastov brought Tommy C into the LCU to get rid of you?
Because Tommy C's a bigger name than me, and he would bring in more viewers and more money than me. And since he wanted a morning show, I was low man on the totem pole. And I said this before, I was on the show for 6 months. I showed that in the clip. I was on the show for 6 months. Keem did all this shit. I was the only constant, right? So, all right, cool. It's time for a change. Fuck Ken. He ain't been doing shit for 6 months. Let's put Tommy in his spot.
You're saying Xylee, Billy, and Rastov brought in Tommy C to get you out of the LCU?
Not directly 100%. I think that there was a conversation that had been had, and the idea came up to get rid of me, and it was basically agreed upon. I'm not saying it was directly like, fuck Ken, bring in Tommy. I think Tommy brought up the idea to Xylee behind the scenes, because they're close. Everyone knows they're close. And they were looking, and they're like, well, Ken's the easiest one to talk to Keem about, because you want a morning show. He's always wanted a morning show. Ken's the easiest one to get rid of because he's been here for so long. And then all of a sudden, when I leave, the universe is complete, even though we've had a 24-hour loop for how fucking long. I'm just saying, bro, when you look at it, it just seems like there's some shit. That's all.
Well, look, you have made this entire conspiracy up to, I guess, make it easier to know that you're not here. And now that I know that you actually think Xylee, myself, and Rastov brought in Tommy C to get rid of you, I don't know how to prove that was wrong. I'm going to think about it, because if you really think this,
I'm trying to be genuine as fuck right now. Look, I'm
like,
not.
Whose word would you believe in all this? Would you believe Keemstar's word?
If Keemstar straight up told me they had nothing to do with it behind the scenes, and it was just me and him, a man-to-man conversation, I'll accept it. Because here's the thing,
You'll
right?
Accept it?
I'll believe it. When I say accept, I mean believe. That's me. I shouldn't have said words. But see, here's the problem, though, Billy. Whenever we go on camera and talk, there's the entertainment value, so we have to amp it up a little bit. I'm here. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm just trying to have a real man-to-man conversation. I'm just saying, like, that's been all going on in my head, right?
Man to man, how many times did Keemstar take you and push you at Rewind and at Balls, and that didn't work out too well, right? Because inevitably you still got let go. So you come after us multiple times, but now you've created some idea that we brought Tommy C in to replace you?
It's not about. See, here's the whole thing with Balls, right? Like here's the thing. When I tell you I do not watch Balls. It's just not my type of show. I say I'm not trying to shit on you guys. Just not my type of show.
You managed it, right?
I didn't want to. When I told you I didn't want to, I did not. I was like, really, bro? You really about to do that? Like, I didn't want to. And I just tried to come up with some bullshit. And like, I gave credit to Rastov, because when I came with the whole emo Rastov thing, fine. But then when I said you to do the biatch thing, you put it behind the paywall. So I criticized you. I was like, yeah, Rastov did it. No, well and good. Then you had to put it behind the paywall. I was like, that's kind of fucked up in my opinion, because that again goes to my point. It's about money. So, and then when the whole redirect thing happened, right, I get it, 20 red donos, right, and then I sent my last one. If y'all, not y'all, let me back up. If Rastov never tried to correct it with the other 10 more reds to really send it to him, how can you honestly say it's not about, no one can think it's about money at that point when you're trying to make $1,000 more to undo what you just did for $2,000? How can you honestly say that?
What he was showing was cowardice, trying to back out of it. That's the emotion he was showing there, was digging for an answer to fix the problem. And his answer was, throw money at us to fix this problem. Nobody was going to do that, right? It was him digging for an answer. That's the entertainment value of it. But Ken, I got to be honest with you, dude. I didn't know you actually thought Xylee, Rastov, and I brought Tommy C in to replace you. I can promise you.
You're not. No. I said the idea was brought up. I think Tommy may have come to y'all with the idea of wanting to come back because Xylee put in his head, we're different now. This is LC. You should come and get a show, right? And then when Tommy told Xylee, yeah, sure, let's bring it in. I think the three-headed snake looked at everybody to say, who can we get rid of? I was the easiest target. That's what I said. I don't think y'all got Tommy C to bring him in. I think Tommy C probably put the idea out there.
We didn't have anything to do with this. Rastov had no idea Tommy C had your job. At least as far as I know. We were busy streaming the entire time. We did a 14-hour fucking stream that day when all this went down.
But apparently whenever y'all were on the ball stream, the decision was already made. So I'm talking about before that. And Tommy showed up before that happened.
Tommy C showed up at like hour 8 of a 9-hour stream.
But I'm just...
We had been streaming for 8 hours.
But you said he made 2 appearances.
He showed up on my birthday stream, yeah.
And then before
for like,
that...
15 minutes.
And he said an offer was made. Before that, you said it was 2 days prior.
You are putting so many pieces together here to try and make this a thing.
I'm not.
And I had no idea this was really a thing. So now that you said this, I'm kind of taken aback. I want to apologize to you that you think this. And I can say I had nothing to do with any of this.
But see, here's the thing.
But you don't trust me, right? Because you believe I got you removed.
But here's the thing. The reason why I say it's about money, because if I was making that $10,000 or $15,000 a month, this would have never been a topic of conversation. That's why I say it's about money.
No, here, you're right. Because even though Keemstar threw you at Rewind to try and have you take Rewind and do Remind, even though Keemstar critiqued Rewind when we were at number 2, like, he definitely didn't fuck with our show, right? He left me and Xylee together, and he still left us in that time slot. So there is a point there. Money does mean a lot here, but it's not the only thing. And when you're not making money, don't focus on money. Focus on what you can do to make money, and that's not asking for it. It's being entertaining, right? That's my point.
Fair, but they go hand in hand, and we'll agree to disagree.
I think money is a side effect of being entertaining, and maybe I can say that because I've always been lucky enough to get the love and support of the LCU.
You've also
I've never been in your position, right?
Yeah, we also
maybe I am now.
You're 18 years deep, and I'm not even a year into this, so maybe we have 2 different philosophical viewpoints on that. That's fine. And money's not my main motivator. The reason why I wanted to be a host. Go ahead. No, go.
Would you say me being 18 years deep means I might have more knowledge over this and my words might carry a little more weight?
That's what I was implying.
Yeah. So I've done what you've done, right? For many years before I started making money. You know, the fact that you came here and you did what you did under Keemstar's platform, that's an anomaly. Most people in your position don't do that.
I mean, that's fine, but honest to God truth, bro, straight up, I was never here for money now, and I wanted to be transparent. I never wanted anybody to feel like they had to donate to me because I did not care about the money. The reason why I wanted to be a host is because I've been in this community since day one. I love what Keem built. I met them at the camping trip. I had good working relationships with them. We did the whole after show thing. The idea came up to do Rewind. I was like, cool, fuck it, let's do it. I just wanted to be a part of the community as a host. The motherfucker could have paid me $0 and I would have been fucking happy. Yeah, I could have been like, hey, Keem,
I believe that.
Whatever we made, just gave me $1,000 a month. And I don't get the other person because financially, because of decisions I made, I'm fine. I ain't got to worry about shit. But
I remember you saying that day one on Rewind. Like, I believe you when you say all that. Yeah, but I believe that.
But the thing is, I feel like my transparency is being used against me because I tell people I don't care about the money. But I had to do dumb shit because I wanted to stay a host. That's why I had to do dumb shit that I did.
Maybe your transparency is being used against you because your transparency didn't help you, right?
But in my eyes, maybe because I lost my host role. But in my eyes, I was doing something I love because I love this community. I love being a part of it. And the fact I could be
I love it too.
But hear me out. That I could be a cog in the wheel of a host and do a show and entertain as best I can the audience that I do have, that meant a lot to me, bro. I was like, cool,
Me too.
fine. I'm sure it does,
It
bro.
should mean a lot to all of us, right?
I understand that, but I mean, when you got all these shows doing these goals over and over again and membership goals over and over again, yes, they're trying to do that because they're trying to make a certain thing to do something. I did it too. But I said, like, I had to do it to try to compete with everybody else because I got tired of the money conversations. So I had to do a little something extra.
Have you seen Rewind? Like, goals we do are very few and far between. I feel you on that. Like, I did a whole goal for $60. You think $60 matters in the grand scheme of things?
No,
that's why I did it.
It was a bit.
That's why I did it. It was a funny thing, right?
I know.
So I totally get what you're saying. I agree with you philosophically on it all. And I understand what you had to do to keep the fucking lights on at Cafe. And I respect what you did knowing it goes against you. Because I also have the same exact feeling. I just am lucky enough where I didn't have to work as hard as you did to maintain that. So I see and respect all that, dude.
Maybe at one point I'll get there too, Billy. But
I hope so.
I'm just here,
let's
bro.
be honest, Ken. Let's be honest, Ken. I know you're just here. I was there with you day one. I've seen your work ethic. I've seen your commitment to this, and I respect that. I respect you, Ken.
I appreciate that.
I don't not respect you. I want everybody here to know that. I'm here on your show right now, even though I don't like doing shows outside of the LCU because I respect you. When I came up on Short Bus, I was coming at you with some heat, but I was hoping that we would close that gap there on Short Bus. That's what I do.
Well,
I come in hot, and then I fucking mend the fucking fence with people, but Buff and Nightmare came in, and it made it impossible for us to mend.
Yep.
It made us impossible for us to heal.
See,
and that's why I'm here right now, dude. I want to heal with you.
Well, see, here's the other thing, too. Right? Not trying to get too deep into it, but I just had to take my wife to the ER, and a lot of shit was on my brain because we're trying to get pregnant. She's going through it. I was at work. I was trying to hurry up and get through work so I could hurry up and get home. And then fucking, I got that shit. Keem started telling me, if you want to hop up there, hop up there. I didn't want to seem like a bitch. So I hopped up there, and then I was up there for way too much longer than I wanted to be because I was like, I need to wrap this up. Can we hurry the fuck up? So, yeah, fine. That's cool. I'll take the L on that. But that's kind of why like all that shit happened and why I was being the way I was. And because my mind wasn't there, I was just like, oh shit, they're talking about me. I was in so many other fucking places. Cool, that's fine.
It's all good. We are all living our lives and trying to do this impossible thing. We're doing impossible things right now. This whole network is an impossible thing. You being out of it and still being in it is a hard thing.
Well, let me ask you about that, because you said that you didn't like other channels getting the juice from the universe and that you think people shouldn't be. Should I leave the server?
That's
what you
I wouldn't
said.
leave the server.
I
wouldn't leave the server.
And that's not just a Ken thing. That's other people. So you were talking about me directly.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was talking about you. I was talking about Savage. I was talking about Tech Protect. All these other shows that keep wanting to come around here, even though they're not a part of the LCU. We as hosts in the LCU should be a little wary of people we bring in and give our juice to, because we're trying to run the LCU. And when we let other people come in here and fucking take our platform and build their shit and walk away, I mean, how's that benefit us? How's that benefit Keemstar? How's that benefit everybody who's building this, right? That's my question. You're a little different. You're a moderator in the fucking Discord. We've seen Jester run with the moderators in the Discord. Jester also doesn't come on here and promote their shit, though, right?
It's dead server now, but yeah.
Well, I don't know. I know that they do their shows. They did their shows, and they never promoted them, right?
Well, the server. Yeah. I'm not a part of the server anymore. It got deleted, but that's beside the point.
Yeah, but no, they had their channel and everything.
Yes.
And they never came into our server and promoted their channel. Obviously, I watched the channel because Rush would share with me, and I like Lord Rush. He's a buddy of ours, and he's doing his thing, but he never made it an LCU thing, right?
Well, let me ask you this though, right? I don't really promote people ask me questions, and I'm like, I can't self-promote, but just pay attention. Or like some people ask me, when are you going live next, Ken? And I'd be like, I just pay attention. I don't really self-promote. I don't do that because that's against the rules.
My statement was more calling out the other hosts who just are very friendly with people outside of the LCU and give all these platforms. You could say it about iVixie, everybody who comes in here, they're all welcome, and they should be welcome to an extent. You should be welcome to the LCU to an extent. But let's stop getting so comfortable just promoting everybody else's shit. We're supposed to be an insular network, right?
But when you said the words, it's not just about Ken. After making that statement, you can understand how, like, all right, so he's talking about me here directly, and then you included others after your statement was made.
Well, it's because the statement came after we were talking about you, right? So I wanted to make sure that statement wasn't just about you.
Well, that's why I'm asking you. Based on what you said, they shouldn't be allowed on shows. They shouldn't be allowed to do anything because hosts need to be more wary of them. And then what I told you before, and even in the VC, we're in the VC, I said, Keem said, if someone brings up my name and talking about me, I have permission to hop up there. So because that's why on X, when I responded to you, I said, talk to Keem about me hopping up on shows, because he told me that directly. And that's your boss, my former boss. I said that to you on X. I own that. But
and here's the thing. When I call that out, it's less about you. It's less about Savage. It's less about Tech Protect. And it's more about the other hosts in the LCU. I wanted to get them talking about it. I wanted to get them coming up on Rewind and defending why they're so welcoming to people outside of the LCU, because then that creates more drama within the LCU. I was calling out the other hosts. I was calling out Keemstar specifically. I'm trying to bring up insular drama in the LCU. And yeah, it's using your name and the outside people that are continuing to do their shows outside of the LCU. But that was more directed at my fellow LOLcow hosts. Why are you just letting people in on your shows and giving them this huge platform? If it's for our platform to grow, good idea. If it's not growing our platform, but growing their platform, maybe we have a problem. Can you see my point there?
I see it, but I just want to tell you, Keem said if people talk about me, I have the right to jump up. So that's the only reason why I'm jumping up.
You do. I'm not telling you not to jump up, right?
Yeah.
I think you should jump up. I think everybody who pays their $10 or has a part of that Discord should jump up. Well, everybody should try.
But the difference is I don't have to go into waiting. I can literally just jump up there. That's the difference. So
you have that ability.
And that's why I just want to be like, look, I'm not trying to abuse my role. And I told him that. But he was like, they're talking about you, jump up. I'm like, all right.
Ken, I agree with Keem there too. You're a very respectful guy. You ask for permission because you want to respect the rules and everything. Yeah. I get that. You're Ken the mod. I get why you do that. And I get why Keem said for you to jump up. And I think you should jump up. I just think the rest of the hosts should be mindful of everybody who's not in the LCU jumping up all the time. And it spurred from the conversation with you, Ken, but it was more of a global awareness to my other hosts.
Okay.
So like,
fair enough.
So like, I'm glad we had this conversation too, because I didn't get to explain it too long because Xylee was immediately like, nah, I don't agree with that. And I'm like, I don't think you agree with what I'm saying because I might not be saying it well enough. And
that makes sense, man. Okay.
And I just want to, and Ken, you have been an OG in the Discord server. You've been a part of all this. I don't think anybody wants you not to be a part of it.
I know.
I don't believe that.
I know, but it's just like I know Xylee gave me the Reaper thing, and I said like nothing personal. I'm gonna decide not to because I want to focus on my channel, right? Because this thing is like no bullshit, right? I'm not trying to talk shit, but all this free promo, bro. I'm almost at 1,800 subs, and I got over 4,000 watch hours in like 2 fucking weeks. So why not ride this momentum out when I can like do whatever I want? Like why not?
And can I tell you why I would say why not? Because you said you were loyal to the LCU, right?
I am. But I have the right to. Go ahead.
You have the right, right? You have the right.
Yeah.
But when you're offered a spot back and you don't take it, then we now know that you don't want to be a part of the LCU. You just want to,
as a host,
do your own thing.
As a host.
Well, yeah, no, but you want to do your own thing, right? You don't want to be a host anymore. So I just want to make that clear.
Yeah, but the reason why I didn't is because I was tired of the pocket watching. I was literally tired of the pocket watching being compared monetarily.
Trust me, almost every channel at the bottom hates it, right?
Yeah, but it's also not really fair to them to do that, right? But that's beside.
It's not, and we said that on Rewind day one. Day one, we said we hated the leaderboard.
I remember that. I'll give you that. I remember that. I'll give you that.
Yeah,
but
it was, and we said the same thing about why it was taken down now. Day one, we said that.
Yeah, and Tommy even said it too on Cafe. I know that. But the
leaderboard being there, I was checking the leaderboard every day because I had to see where we were at because it was there. And when it was broken, I was happy it was broken.
Okay. That's fine. Cool. Is there anything else for me to hash out?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Go ahead. What's up?
You're only 4 inches taller than me. 3 maybe. 3 to 4 inches taller than me. You ain't that tall.
That's fine. Okay. I'm 6'5", bro. That whatever you're at, I'm at. I'm 6'5". That's
Ken,
all I know.
I still love you. I would butt heads with anybody, including Xylee and Rastov, if I felt like I needed to.
Oh, yeah.
Xylee and I butt heads all the time. And I push her so fucking far. Rastov, I used to butt heads with. And then he got a job on LolCal Live. So I don't think it's a bad idea when I butt heads with people.
Oh,
I think it's entertainment. And continue doing what you do. Continue being a part of the LCU as a moderator. I want to see you jump up whenever someone talks about you. And if I talk cross about you again in the future, come get at me, bro. Give it 100. Give it 100, Ken. Give it 100. You got this.
Cool.
Good luck. Have a good show.
Better, bro. Cool. Ah, man. Well, I mean, I don't really know if we need to go through all this again, but we just kind of we literally just hashed it all out. But, you know, it just kind of is what it is. I appreciate Bill for coming up here. I'm glad we could have that conversation, you know, and the fact that, you know, he came outside the LCU to have it. I appreciate that. Ken, why are you buying this bullshit? I mean, I told him how I felt. I mean, I'm not really buying the bullshit. I told him that I felt the three-headed snake was responsible or partly responsible for it, and I truly believe that. I told him that. I'm not buying the bullshit. When comments are made and I'm brought up and I hear the understanding why they're brought up, if I can understand the line of thinking, then I get it, right? And I'll give the benefit of the doubt at that point. But it's just you know, some shit, it's hard for me to believe, and I explain it's hard for me to believe, and I will always explain when shit's hard for me to believe. But you know, I mean, kind of is what it is at this point. It's again with the whole Rastov, I'm sure me and Rastov will hash out our shit. Like I said, I'm giving him time to process what he needs to process. I'm not trying to be like that guy or not, but I mean, like I said, dude, as far as me being a host in the LCU, would I go back? I mean, it would really all depend on a lot. It really would. And I know fucking when I was on Cafe, you know, Verts, he's my new biggest fan, by the way, guys. Verts was saying that, you know, you're in a job that, you know, you don't want to be looked at for revenue-wise to not get fired. All right, cool. You know, or some shit, like something to that effect. And I'm like, that's just how I feel, bro. Like, I don't want to be somewhere where I'm looked at, like, that's why I don't like commission jobs, like salesmen and shit, right? Like, you know, if you're a salesman, you got to make so much money to maintain your shit, or you get commission and all that. I'd rather work a blue collar fucking hourly rate job because I know what I'm getting paid. That's just kind of how I am. But the fact that, you know, there was a lot of pocket watching in the LCU, and thankfully the leadership board is gone now too, right? Like I don't give a damn what anyone. I'm taking credit for that because of the shit that I just stirred up and what the leaderboard actually does and what it means and all that. Because anyone can say what they want to, bro. Whenever a show is brought up, especially Boogie, bro, with the playboard, every single fucking time, bro, straight to playboard. I check playboard for you, boss. Like, come on, bro. But the whole entertainment and money argument, I mean, there's two different sides of the coin to look at that. I'll acknowledge that because you have to do one to get the other, but one doesn't exist without the other. It's kind of like this is the way I'll equate it. You got 1 plus 1 on one side and then 2 on the other side. Both mean the same thing. You just get to each one differently, right? That's how I look at the whole entertainment and money thing. But maybe the fact I said I'm not here for the money was a detriment of mine. I mean, I'll admit that because I never wanted anyone to feel like they needed to donate to me, right? I've never been someone to like beg and grift. Like I always, you know, shit on Queens before because, you know, I brought up, even on Cafe, I brought up how they were with the grifting and the begging and all that shit. We got to get this goal. I hate saying that shit, bro. I really, that would hurt my pride so fucking much. Because, like I told Billy, I've made certain steps in my life to get me where I am to where I don't need to worry about doing this for money. I'm just here because I want to be here or there. I mean, I wanted to be there to entertain because I love this community. And I love what it built. The fact that I could be a host there was awesome. And like, it is what it is. I'm not kissing Billy's ass. Here's the thing, bro. I can see where someone's coming from, but I straight up told him that I think the three-headed snake was involved in getting me gone. Like, I believe that. And I told him that to his face. Like, I didn't hide it or whatever. And I got to give respect for Billy to coming up here because this is not in the LCU, right? This is just me on a show. So, but it is what it is. But, all right. I guess I'll just end the show, though. I mean, because I was going to go through everything, but we already hashed it out. There's nothing really to say, to be honest with you. Actually, there is one thing I wanted to go over since we're not doing this anymore. There's one thing I wanted to go over. Thanks, Billy. You threw me for a fucking loop. Let me know if y'all saw the fucking Freshy Fresh and SSO fucking beef argument on Aussie. I don't know if a lot of people saw that. But just to give you a little bit of a heads up. So there was a show called Locale Short Bus. And it later and then Freshy was on that with Michelangelo. They ended up parting ways, and then Caint took the Short Bus moniker to do instead of Tech Talk or whatever. And then Freshy Fresh started doing Crash Out. I may have a little bit of that wrong, but that's kind of the gist of it, right? And SSO and Freshy Fresh have always had some kind of beef there, right? And it just is what it is. I'm gonna play this thing, man, because this is actually pretty entertaining to me.
Dude, what the fuck?
SSO Michelangelo, you are live on LOL Cow Aussie.
Hello.
Thank you, Lori. I appreciate it. Yeah, she's in much better spirit. She's laying down right now with the heat pad, and she's taking meds and doing all that. Like, it just is what it is, man. It's, she's going through a lot trying to, like, get her body ready for us to try to have a kid. And, I gotta really support her any way I can, right? 'Cause she's going through the pain. I'm not. So, I mean, yeah. Let's get into it.
Now, Freshy Fresh is telling us a little bit about some of the history of why he's mad at you. I'm going to go ahead and just be quiet and let you guys talk. If I can handle your beef. Freshy, you're an intern. This is your show. You lead the way.
Here's my fucking beef with it. No, I still have this motherfucking beef. I don't know how this motherfucker
I need to slow this down because I forgot. Nothing against you, bro.
is still claiming, people thinking that the photos that he made is fucking not disgusting. Like, there's an AI woman that basically, there's a person that you made into an AI. How the fuck you...
Yeah, so for those that don't know, SSO got banned because there was a Discord member there, and, it's a female, and she took a picture with a Locale hoodie on. There's a little bit of... Never mind. He took the picture, made it AI, and enlarged certain parts of her body and made it a certain kind of thing. She felt some kind of way, and it is what it is. So that's what they're talking about right now. But let's get it.
Think that's okay? And why do you not delete the fucking photos when that person told you that they are uncomfortable? Why? You blocked the fucking bitch.
Yeah. So there's a personal stream that I sent to Buff that I don't think too many people have seen, and I apologize for it. And that's kind of, I think, why I got unbanned, because the people involved, Bitchley and her boyfriend, I don't know if Buff shared it with them, but I told them basically that I fucked up in the past and I can't go back and change how I handled it. I just have to say going forward that I'm not going to do that stuff anymore. I'm not going to weaponize my autism, because that's another thing people want to talk about. I'm just going to be me going forward. So I'm kind of just on like an apology tour kind of right now.
Yeah, so he basically admits that he fucked up. He did his apology on his stream. Unfortunately, he doesn't get a lot of viewers on his stream. It just is what it is. He sent it to Buff on Nerds, and then they basically kind of played that. They're saying that, the Discord member accepted Bitchley, he said the name, Bitchley accepted the apology, and then he was let back in because she accepted it. He knows he fucked up. He's owning he fucked up, so now he's on his apology tour. That's kind of where we're at.
Apology tour. Well, guess what? I seen you still talking shit, dude. I still seen you talking shit. You're thinking that, I give you enough attention. Bitch, I already got the attention that I needed. What do you think I need attention from a fucking 3-viewer stream? I know that fucking clip, dude. I remember that. Like, if I gave you attention on a way more bigger fucking platform than what you deserve. Like, if you
just put that out there too. Crash Out. It just kind of is what it is. I think they get like, 20, 30 viewers, maybe more than that. Now I think 40 or 50 almost. Onyx, why are you monetizing your channel, Ken? You don't want any money. I never said I wanted money. People were asking me about it, so I did it. I've always said if people want to like give me money because of what I'm doing, I'm all for it. But I'm not just gonna beg for it. I'm not here for the money. But if people want to give me money, fine, let them give me money. I don't care. But you know, that just is what it is. And then why not monetize my channel, right? Because I mean, that puts me in the partner program. So S1K said that she didn't accept the apology. Did not know that. He's saying that she did. So you know.
Basically, that fucking dumb to realize that you're relevant before me? No, motherfucker. I am way more relevant than you. People is talking about me more than what they talk about you.
You said it backwards, dude.
I'm fucking dealing with a hot sauce right now. But I'm more relevant than you. People is talking about me more than you.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, Freshie, he did his thing on Tech Talk. I mean, he tried out for 2 episodes, just wasn't it. Now he's an intern on Aussie. Keem did say that they're doing tryouts for hosts on Aussie. So if anyone wants to be a host, hop up there and members waiting tonight or tomorrow morning at 2 a.m. If y'all want to try and be a host. S1K said, I was told she was creeped out by SSO. I did not know that. Well, there you go.
So if you want to say enough of the attention, that's the only attention you're going to get. Guess what? I got all the attention. Don't tell me what the fuck to do with my attention because I bring the fucking heat more than you can. All you do is sit on your fucking ass being like this.
Fucking Freshie, bro. That's hilarious. James, makes you happy that Ken is pulling more viewers than the Hog. Yeah, I think she had like, 80 some fucking people, bro. That's beautiful. I can't. S1K, part of the story that people don't know is one of the creepy AI pics was made with a SS on he took from a VC. Yeah, okay, yeah. So he took a screenshot from a VC and made into it. All right. That's I can't, bro.
Babe, you say like that?
My soundboard.
It's not fucking funny. You begged and begged and begged and begged.
I didn't beg and beg.
Yes,
you over-exaggerated it.
No. You went into my DMs multiple times asking to be a co-host for Crash Out. I didn't deny it. I was thinking about it. But then when I got unbanned and unblacklisted from the LCU, you went off and basically been like, since you got rid of all those people, can I not be a co-host?
Time out. Zeepish with the $20 said.
So real quick, Tartan, Freshie got dropped again after this stream. Yeah, so like I said, Keem put out that if you want to try out to be a host on Aussie with Steak, 2 a.m., hop up and members waiting, they're going to do whatever. So if any of y'all 189 of y'all, if any one of y'all want to be a host in the LCU, 2 a.m., hop up on Aussie.
Sauce it up. Michelangelo, do you have some hot sauce?
No, unfortunately. So one of the things he'll tell you about is on his show, I was supposed to do a punishment where I was supposed to shave and do hot sauce. And I have kind of like the same take on hot sauce as Dad does, where I don't really do spicy. So even like little spicy is really hot to me. And I had hot sauce, but since Freshie was mad, I threw it away.
No, bullshit. No, I can't handle I cannot put your fucking hands down, motherfucker.
I'm fixing my camera.
Okay, if you put your fucking hands up one more time like that, I'm gonna whip you another new asshole. But I bought this. I literally bought this. I'm not a spicy kind of guy, but I bought this because I know that can be entertaining to the fucking audience.
Yeah, so, he's trying to do whatever he can to be entertaining to the audience. He hates spicy, whatever. Freshie going at SSO right now. I don't know there was really a winner in this argument. It was more or less just a Freshie kind of letting out frustrations he had with SSO the entire time. But, it is what it is.
You fucked up bringing Lila, Lucifina, and other people from Test and dragged them through the fucking mud because of your dumb ass wannabe. Oh, don't take me. I'm retarded. I'm an autistic boy. Like, bitch. No matter what, your autism doesn't play in this game anymore. Your autism, it means shit because you're a human being. You fucked up. You gotta take accountability. And what I'm trying to do is give you that accountability. Lucifina wants that punishment to happen. Lila wants that punishment to happen. Those who from Test wants that punishment to happen. Why? Because you fucked up and they want to see you suffer. It's easy. Grab a fucking shaving cream. Grab a fucking razor and shave that beard off and take this hot sauce and dab it. I did it multiple times and still. I'm still doing this. Even right now, my mouth is fucking burning.
So I put a poll in the chat. If y'all have seen the Test CD-ROM diss track, let me know. I know a lot of y'all from the LCO know you've probably already seen it. That shit is fucking funny as fuck, bro. Since I'm not monetized yet, I was gonna fucking show it or whatever. But yeah, that shit is fucking amazing. Fucking amazing.
Don't play the fucking. You agreed 2 times. You agreed 2 times, and I got it on fucking clip. I got it on clip.
I never denied that I agreed to it.
You never denied? No, you denied it twice. You did deny it twice. You did.
Well, what the first time, my friends that were my friends at the time, like Epic Brady and all of them, they were telling me.
Yeah, so he lost when that shit came out about Bitchly or whatever, with the screenshot and AI and all that shit, bro. A lot of people disavowed SSO for that because that is kind of creepy behavior, or not kind of, it is creepy behavior, and people kind of saw that as, you know, like I need to space myself away from you if you're doing shit like that, because again, guilty by association, right? Kind of like Billy said the other day, if you're just on the stream when some shit happens, your face is tied to that viral moment always, right? So that just kind of is what it is. Bruggs, how long until you're monetized, Ken? So I did it all today because I hit the 4,000 watch hours according to YouTube Studio. I did it all today, so I mean, we'll see what happens. Like I said, guys, I'm not asking for it. I'm not going to beg for it. If y'all want to throw me a bone, by all means, I'll say thank you for it. I'm not expecting anything because whatever. But you know, I've always said that since I've been here.
Not to do the punishment, and you know, say that's deflection. So I guess that's on me saying that as an excuse. The second time, I forgot because we were on stream. You said, "Oh, the punishment's tomorrow," and then I went to sleep and I forgot that you said tomorrow. And I went and looked in the DM and I looked at the streaming schedule. It said Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. So I slept in and missed the show. But then you're just gonna be like, "Oh no, you fucked off. You didn't want to do it."
No. That's not how it turns out to be. You know what the fuck is going on. I seen you on your next stream, basically being like,
time out. Hold up, real quick. Mel with the fucking 20 F's that Freshy Fresh is. Okay. Okay. No, you did it now.
Yeah, he wasn't supposed to. Whatever, bro. How long is this? I forgot how long this was. Oh yeah, the Nightmare. So I'm gonna bring Nightmare up.
He's told so many different stories. This guy goes into apologize to my channel, and I can show you guys stream. On my stream, I can pull up the fucking clip on my channel, and I can show you guys that he did apologize. But when I try to get him to apologize to the test fans, he wouldn't acknowledge the test fans. He would just only acknowledge Lila.
Yeah. So if y'all don't remember the whole Lila situation, that's when Grim was still a host on there. And if I remember it, don't quote me on this, but just kind of verbatim what happened. SSO became a pay pig. According to them, Nightmare and Grim, they basically told them, like, yeah, if you pay pig to here, we'll set you up on a date. She's been talking about you, you know, for whatever, trying to like rid you up and shit. So they kind of wanted to set up an date if he was going to become a pay pig. So then SSO pay pigged, and then y'all remember all that shit. So that's kind of what they're talking about there. So then Nightmare comes up.
By the way, you apologize a lot, but I tried. No, you deserve using a test people that you fucked over, that you claim that manipulated. Here, I'm gonna read a fucking DM. Let's read a DM because you apologize to them.
There we go. Go down. This camera's fucked.
Here we got it. I don't need a punishment. I'm stepping down as crash out host and focus on short buzz. Good luck in the future endeavors. Not only that, you basically told me that you don't want to do the punishment. You basically You basically told me private call.
Calamity, Nightmare said SSO lied. Apparently, I don't know. Well, I just remember like on live they were talking about it and they had refunded SSO the money. So I mean, lying about maybe a specific fucking detail, maybe, but the general, I guess, answer to all that is that's kind of how it happened, and they ended up refunding SSO or offered to refund him some money, I believe, one of the two.
In your own Discord server, that basically that Test, Nightmare, Lila, and all these people manipulated me. That what you told me. And Peter Parker was in that call. Unless he sucked your dick a little bit further and changed the truth, which when no contact.
Have a good time to fucking work on that. All right, Nightmare, go ahead.
So, Michelangelo, talk your shit, pimp. What the fuck you gotta say? What are you lying about me for?
I'm not lying. I'm on. I just think it's on one of those kind of things, agree to disagree. Your version is that I weaponized my autism, and my version is I had feelings.
So you do weaponize your autism?
No, I don't, because that means I did it to gain something.
No, exactly. You did gain something, didn't you? You fucked my show for a week. You fucked my platform. You fucked my viewers. You fucked in every single fucking comment on live that was referencing, that was shitting on me. Every live show, you'd be like, he's ableist. He's ableist. You know, I have literal autism myself. You know what? I don't do weaponize like a fucking bitch like you do, motherfucker. Yeah, you didn't know what to do because I don't fucking pray to the fucking world, you little fucking bitch. But like, no, let's go about how you weaponize your autism. So you definitely didn't weaponize your autism to make me look like an asshole, even though you knew you were fully in on it. I got you to fucking confessing about 40 other fucking people in VC that you.
Real quick, Moon. Yeah, I'm sorry, my bad. Cheers, Ken. Till Sunshine. I sent you to flip a table. Thank you so much, Moon. I appreciate that. And then EMG, didn't think the LCU deserved you back right now. Big love to you and your lady. We've got everything crossed for you, buddy. Thank you so much, EM. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yes, that's the coffee app thing. Like on my first stream, people wanted me to set something up so they could support me and send me some stuff. This is like the buy me a coffee app. Again, if y'all want to, fine. If not, I'm not going to ask for it. That's what the QR code is for. So yeah, it's like, again, it's no big deal. If people want to throw money at me, I'm not going to say no, but I'm just telling y'all it's not required. I'm not asking for it. So people wanted the option, I gave them the option. So, but anything I get, I greatly appreciate because it means the world to me that I'm doing y'all a service that you feel you want to tip me for, right? Or give me money for. So the fact that I can do that for you guys, I really do appreciate that. Thank you.
That you literally lied, and you said live, like you said in that fucking VC, that Rastov manipulated you to change the fucking story.
I already said that in this stream.
Okay, so which one is it then?
You just said
who manipulated you? Who manipulated you?
Rastov.
So what I said was right. Yeah. So you didn't catch feelings. You were in on the joke.
No,
so
on the no, it's on the weekend stream when I was acting sad.
So he's saying Rastov manipulated him. Or he kind of told him that it was the joke, but then Nightmare is saying that he basically lied, saying he didn't catch feelings because Rastov told him about the whole entire bit. And yeah, this is a little kerfuffled, I think, as some people would call it. Let me go back a little bit.
You just said
who manipulated you? Who manipulated you?
Rastov.
So what I said was right. Yeah. So you didn't catch feelings. You were in on the joke.
No,
so
on the it's on the weekend stream when I was acting sad.
So on the weekend stream, he was acting sad. Rastov talked to him, and I don't remember this. This part I do not remember.
Because you were in on it. You knew you were acting because you were in on it. You manipulated Rastov, Billy, all these fucking other hosts, all the fucking viewers of the LCU because you had something to fucking gain from it. You know what it is? Fucking sympathy bit. You're a little sympathy vulture, bro. You like to fucking claim and drag that negative shit because it makes you feel fucking better. You little pity dick drinking motherfucker. Guzzle that fucking cum. Gargle it, bitch.
Ooh.
All right. So that is a pretty big accusation if you're saying that Rastov is the one that manipulated you, because that means that everything that happened in the past was a landslide based off of that decision, right? Rastov, if you're around, I'd fucking love to have you up here to get your opinion on this, or your version of what the fuck happened here. Colin, thank you for the 5. LOL, Cal, Aussie gifted memberships. Freshy Fresh, I'm gonna go ahead and full screen you real quick. Can you show us? This is the food. Yeah. This is dog food from the fridge, right?
This is dog food from the fridge. Right here.
All right, buddy.
This is the vegan one.
You're up.
This real quick. Your choice.
It's Freshy. Do us a favor. Put on pause a second. So you're telling me, like, even though you admitted to being in on the entire thing, there's about 40 other people in this fucking VC, mind, when you said this. Because you were being accused, you were being called out for some other shit as well. You dragged the girl's name through another viewer through the fucking mud, had him get shat on, removed off the fucking server, then you forgave him, had him come back, and then started shitting on him again. And for what? Because you lied. For what? You lied.
Yeah, so I mean, if SSO knew this was a bit the entire time, he kind of ran through with it because based on what Rastov told him, if that's how Michelangelo digested the information, kind of went with it, then yeah, I mean, SSO kind of did lie about everything because
fucking liar. You're a fucking liar. And you know what's interesting about it is we can talk about the history with you in this LCU. You'll call shots. You'll be in the chat. You'll be arsehole to people. You'll be fucking pieces of shit to people. You'll fucking like insult people. The moment people dish it back, you know what you do? You fucking cry bully. You were nothing more than a lying little cry bully bitch. Elaborate on that one for me. Explain how you're not.
All right, Michelangelo, do you have a response to all of that?
That I'm a cry bully?
Yeah.
I guess I'm a cry bully.
Exactly. You have no defense.
I mean, SSO's starting to shut down because it's kind of like, what do you say at that point? Because if it was basically shown that you knew what it was and you caused the lady that test, I forgot her name. My memory's not the best when it comes to like names, but if he knew that's what it was and she was really banned for a month and then brought back in, then none of that shit should have happened. If he knew it was all a bit at that point, that's what I'm saying.
This is the most saddest and pathetic thing I've ever seen.
What are we doing, bro? What are we doing? Like, I had to, like, literally get suffered for 2 months because you betrayed me as someone who manipulated you when you knew you were in on the gag. And you think I'm going to let it go and I finally got you to admit that you were lying? But then the funny thing was you tried to fucking put it on Rastov and Billy and say they manipulated you. The difference is I ain't buying that shit. I didn't buy it. This is the difference. I could have done what they did and just taken his face value and be like, yeah, I believe that. But I ain't buying it. I ain't buying your bullshit because I know you, dude. I know you through and fucking through. You're scummy, man. You're like legitimately a scummy fucking human. And you can like do what you used to do back in the days of old and go on random shows comments and say that I'm ableist or whatever. Nothing to do with your fucking autism or anything. It's to do with the fact you're a prick. You're just a prick.
Yep.
It's nothing to do with anything about your fucking, you being differently abled or anything. You're just a dickhead. You're a lying crybully dickhead.
I gotta fucking say this real quick. Michelangelo, look. You changed your story so many times. I remember being in the fucking VC confronting you, and you just changed your whole entire fucking story. Now you're throwing Rastov under the fucking bus. You see, this is the people that you want to hang out with. If this is the people, okay, for Electric Monkey that's not back with him, that basically told me that you quit being friends with him and you're done being on the show, and now I seen you fucking 2 days later on his show, buddies with him. This is kind of person you want to hang out with is a guy that basically stabbed you in the motherfucking back.
Paradox with the $20 says, since we're doing apologies here, that's also a little bit more hot sauce, brother. How about you apologize to Tony for the race crap you said to him on Twitter? Who is that aimed at?
I don't know. Did anyone know anything? I don't know anything about that. Tony and the race crap he said. Does anyone know about this?
Who was that?
Tony was like one of the, like a fresh level rapper that they had a back and forth with.
Oh, is this Tony Hits? God, Tony Hits. Yo, once in the chat, if you remember Tony Hits in the Discord, bro, like that dude, him and Freshie would like hop into VCs and do these rap battles and all this dumb shit. And he claimed that he knew fucking Keemstar and he was friends with Keemstar or some shit. And they would just constantly go at it. Bro, I remember when I banned Tony Hits, bro, because I banned him twice, by the way. I remember, bro, because he kept dropping slurs, like constantly dropping slurs. And that's members only BS Ken. All right, well, there you go. So what is it? When he did that, I dropped the video of him shitting on Keem like a motherfucker, bro. And if y'all know me, whenever I ban anybody on the Discord, I drop it in there. I'm like, look, bro, I'm about to ban you. Any final words? Like 5, 4, 3, 2. He said, oh no, with like a crying face or like some shit. And I banned his ass. I was like, yo, his last one's crying, saying, oh no. Maybe he could have been trolling me. I don't know. But those were his final words in the Discord was, oh no, crying face emoji. Could have been sarcasm, but those are his final words.
On the Discord and live on air for a time. Paradox, I'm surprised you second that guy's dick. The guy's a fucking...
Ban Paradox. Ban Paradox. He's part of
Paradox
members
is one
only.
of them trolls.
He's members only.
Don't mention that fucking show, dickhead.
You said...
Come on now.
Ban him? The guy who just did 20?
Don't ban him, but he's...
Don't ban... No.
Hey, Twiggy, real quick, bro. Are you really going on that Hawks fucking stream for an interview? That's what people are saying. Twiggy, I see you in chat. Let me know, bro. Are you going on that Hawks fucking stream? I mean, you can do whatever you want to, bro, but I don't know what the net gain you think is going to be from there.
No, he's part of members only.
A fucking grain of salt is what I'm saying. I don't know nothing about that. So Michelangelo, what's your response to this? Because you're sitting there very fucking cushy and quiet.
What were you talking about?
No, what I accused you of.
Pretty much.
Because again, like, you put me through 2 months of fucking shit. You caused my co-host, like, aided him to, like, basically just not giving a fuck anymore and doing anything to get out in the universe because he didn't want to fucking quit because he didn't want to fucking let me down.
Freshy.
You fucked with everything that I worked fucking hard for. For what? Some sympathy and fucking attention. I want you to fucking apologize for starters.
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
So you heard it here. Twiggy is going on the Hawk stream because he think it'll be funny. Well, GG's, Twiggy. Good luck, bro.
Sorry that I got your co-host banned.
No, that's not what I said, motherfucker. I want you to apologize for lying and dragging my name, the test show, the test fucking viewers, the test supporters, everyone around my fucking show that I fucking worked day and night to build up. I want you to apologize for fucking ruining it.
By the way, Twiggy, she got like 80 viewers her last stream from what Savage and them were saying last night. She got yeah, it was pretty rough. So I mean, that's up to you, bro.
Because you wanted fucking attention.
Michelangelo, do you feel that that accusation is accurate? Do you feel that you destroyed that much for test?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not going to deny that.
Okay.
There you go.
Was there more coming from that?
No, okay.
I don't
No,
know. I told him at the beginning I'm not apologizing for the Lila thing. So if this is all over,
Oh,
it's because of
bullshit!
that. I'm not.
Okay.
No, it's fucking
Oh,
fuck.
bull-
You should apologize for the Lila thing. You knew it was a joke. You admitted it was a joke. You confessed to it. You knew it was a fucking joke.
Damn SSO. Damn, bro.
I had it fucking pressured by all the fucking hosts because you wanted to play fucking crybaby. You knew it was a stunt. It was all pre-planned. It was all pre-planned. You know that. I had you fucking admit to it. Very fucking reliable sources have you fucking confessing to it. Reliable people that are part of this fucking community.
All right. I know you're heated, Nightmare. Please do not tell Freshie to shut the fuck up while he's talking.
Sorry,
on his own
I am
show.
sorry. Freshie, you know I love you.
I'm
dude.
just saying, I know
No,
we're heated, but let's
Freshie,
be
know I
fucking
got love
cool.
for him.
No.
I just got fucking.
I get it. No, Nightmare, I get it. But no, you motherfucking liar. I can pull up the fucking clip. I'm gonna pull up the clip.
Pull up the
You
fucking clip, let's
apologize
see
to, yeah. You
Don't talk
apologize to
about it.
Lila.
Be about it. Let's see the fucking clip.
Let's do it.
Why would, just for personal curiosity, because I don't understand, why wouldn't you apologize to Lila? Because I'm pretty sure she got like kicked out of the fucking Discord.
I said right when I came in, when Nightmare came in, that we're both on it's the agree to disagree. He's going to say it's manipulation and the weaponized autism, and I'm saying that I caught feelings and felt it was real. And I'm not changing that. He's not changing that. So that's just it.
The problem is he already admitted that he knew it from Rastoff that it was just going to be a bit. So this is kind of like the CD-ROM and Bean situation, if y'all think about it. People think CD-ROM actually caught feelings for Beans. So that's kind of the realm that we're looking at right now, right? And a lot of people are drawing parallels in SSO and CD-ROM. So, I mean, just saying. It's a weird one. It's a weird one. When you do bits for like love and relationships or whatever the fuck, you've seen the Hallmark movies. You know what I mean? Where people, they try it or they act like some shit and they end up catching feelings and, oh, I didn't see that coming. Fuck, man, my wife has me watching too many of them fucking movies. But yeah, that does happen sometimes. And maybe that kind of, is the same thing. Who knows?
Okay.
That's your fucking copium, lad.
Okay.
You knew it was all just for fun. That's all I gotta say on that. You keep
So why
that
you still
fucking
here?
poll, girls. Why are you still here, motherfucker?
Ooh.
You need to
SSO.
Oh, it's asking me here.
The fucking people.
Go
You
talk to the
fucking
mods.
lie about shit.
I apologized for my own stream for the and that's why I got back in.
Some weird goon shit.
Living my life. I know you want me to stop saying Rastoff's name. It's not. He's wrapped up in the situation. I'm not talking shit about him. He's literally wrapped up in the comment. I'm actually kind of taking up for him in this instance. But what's right and right is wrong is wrong. If Rastoff told him it was all for a bit and just all jokes, and SSO knew that, then I mean, what do you do? What are you gonna do at that point? I mean, it just is what it is.
A fucking woman without consent, you creep little fuck.
All right.
I apologize. Not going to do it anymore.
All right.
I think I got it. I got it.
Where's Rostov, to be fair? Because Rostov, I think Rostov should fucking come in and say some things as well, because you lied on his fucking name too.
I don't know where Rastov is right now. Rastov, if you're out there, you're watching the show and feel that you have something to add, we are.
I see a comment from him. He said, "Man, the day is the day where I have to defend myself against Michelangelo. Fuck him."
Why is Rostov
That's basically
saying
how
that?
he.
Wait. Did Rastov say that?
It's fake Rastov.
That's evil
Yep,
Rastov.
in the
That's
main
I
chat.
think in the
That's
main
mono.
chat.
No.
That's mono.
Okay. Paradox with $20 said, or should we address Freshie telling?
Telling you has been.
Okay. I don't know what this. lingo
members
means.
only. Yeah. They are. It's Charles and Dom. They are a bunch of doxers. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to tell you. Like,
We're gonna talk about the test. Guys here on live. 49
is around here. Is
We're gonna talk about the test. That real quick. You're not gonna
Come
talk
on,
about
Freshie. Come on, Freshie.
we're not gonna talk about it.
Gonna talk about Lila
it. Not gonna talk about the test.
more. I'm gonna go get the hot sauce.
And you're gonna shave that beard. 40 people, 45, 49 people watched that stream.
Okay, so here's what I'm getting.
And that's when he said,
I love you, Freshie, bro, but I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit just to where he leaves, and then we'll end it off.
"You're just a pathetic little fucking man. No matter what, fuck your autism. fuck your disability, be a grown man, take accountability, apologize for what you did, or be a pussy and sit in the fucking corner crying, they manipulated you! They manipulated you!
Calamity, I want you and Rastoff to make amends. I'd like to see you as a guest on Balls in the future. Probably. I'm not a fan of that. I literally, when I got a gifted membership, I was like, fuck, I need to unsub, because I just don't like that show. It's nothing it's just not my type of show. Like, I can't.
Fuck test! Fuck test! Because no one give a fuck about you anymore. They see who you truly are.
So, I mean, that's basically that. I mean, it's really nothing else to that one. I did.
Response?
And I didn't actually. Let me go. Hold on.
Let him respond. Response, Michelangelo?
We're just looping, and I'm not apologizing for that.
I hereby declare you a bitch.
Got him. All right, so that's basically that. There is one thing I wanted to show y'all, bro. So y'all remember Dad, right? So there's a channel called Night Mind. And Night Mind does a lot of like the spooky, creepy, deep dive type shit, ARGs, like alternate reality. I love ARGs. I'm probably gonna end up doing some ARG stuff, like, because I love ARGs and breaking down ARGs. Damn. My water at. How about Dad was involved in an ARG, right? And literally, Night Mind, this is 5-6 years ago, he literally did a deep dive onto Dad or whatever. Let me show you part of this real quick.
Andon? The next two videos are quick. We see neighbor's arm appearing from the side of the room, dropping the Dad magazine he got in trouble with Cheryl over on the floor. Then he returns, planting the mom book. The message is clear. Neighbor is very much trying to sabotage their relationship. A call between Diane and Cheryl follows.
Oh, hi, Diane.
Yes, this is so fucking weird. Like, the way they kind of like break this down, and it's all like in their head and like what Dad does, it's interesting.
I'm good. How are you? How's your vacation to Belize? Well, that sounds amazing.
As mystery grows, we get a look.
Whatever happened to Emily? How fast were we traveling? Having a moment of clarity. Why did they do this to me? Who are they calling family? Don't give up and don't give in. Just do your job and keep singing. You must do this for some reason. Just stay alive and stay feeling until the day you finally see whatever happened on CFB. 21490403 and never forget about 22B.
Having a moment of clarity is right.
So that's you know, I'll probably end up doing some ARG deep dives because I love me some ARGs. I've always been a fan of them because there's so many out there, bro. There's so many fucking ARGs out there. Lasting Opinion. So Saturday I'm gonna be on the Lasting Opinion. We're gonna talk about some other shit. Plex is gonna get some clips together. I don't know if Zeph's gonna be there, but I'm definitely gonna be there with him. So if you're not subbed to the Last Opinion, go sub to them now. If someone could put their channel in the chat, I'm gonna be there tomorrow. It's probably gonna be during the evening time. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be great, and you know, 'tis what it is. But as far as like going back to the LCU, man, like I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, there's just a lot, and I know that me and we can do it on your channel too. I don't care. Hey, we could dual stream it, bro. Fuck it. We can just dual stream this shit. I mean, I like I told him, bro, like I really do think there probably was some like other nefarious shit in the background of me getting fired, right? It is what it is. I told him, and you know, he knows now, and however they want to do with that, they do with that. I mean, I was as honest, and you know, when I say shit's hard to believe, like it is hard to believe it. Like I can believe something, but that doesn't mean that I 100% believe it, you know? So it is what it is. So that's going to be that. I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you to Billy for hopping up on here and having that talk with me. Kind of killed my content, but you know, it is what it is. Cause there's no point in like, you know, talking about it after it's been hashed out. Right. So, I'm gonna go ahead and end this out, you guys. We're gonna see y'all tomorrow, and until next time, enjoy the rest of your day. Let me go and put that redirect in real quick for Queens. Send them some viewership, because why not, right? Why not? Evidently, Tina is quitting and Gidgey is dying, so whatever that means. Y'all enjoy your day, guys.